Okay, hello guys.
Hi.
Okay, I hope all of you are doing good today. So, this is our first fasting in Ramadan. It's nice to meet you. And today we're going to talking about cyberbullying and how to punish them. So, here I want to know. I'm curious about what's your opinion about this topic. So, who wants first?
Okay, I'll go first about cyberbullying and how cyberbullier and how to punish them. Okay, in my opinion, like cyberbullying itself is already bad, right? So, and cyberbullying is some bullying that happens in social media such as WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, or just some sort of another social media that exists in the world. Um, so for me, the thing that maybe we can do to punish them is actually, just telling them that it's not good for bullying someone just because in social media you can use another name like maybe anonymous, yeah, something like that. Everyone don't know who are you, and why do you do that. They don't know. And also, being anonymous is actually really bad because we don't know about someone's mental health actually. So sometimes when your intention actually to jokes with them, but because they are not in a good condition, they feel like you're bullying them. And also, I feel like the another thing that maybe we can prevent to something like this to happen is actually make a constitution about cyberbullying. Just make a strict law that makes everyone always thinking aloud, always think a lot about what they're gonna post in social media. Just like the thing that they when they want to post something, they have to think it first before they post it. So I feel like a constitution or maybe a strict law, it will help a lot because everyone's kind of scared of the law. So making it makes everyone scared to say something bad about other people and maybe can stop them. And also for the punishment, for me, I think just you know so some of the people that doing cyberbullying is actually an underage. So you know make to make them to the jail, going into the jail is actually pretty hard because they are underage. So I don't know, actually just kind of doing some age restriction to some of the social media, just like Twitter, the age restriction is actually 13 years old. But again, um, so everyone can faking their age because there's no such a thing like you have to include your identity cards or something like that. You just can make your age yourself. So I don't know about that. You can also prevent the prevent the cyberbullying. Also, we can just doing socialization about what we should post and what we shouldn't post in social media, like what it gonna make on other people and stuff like that. We can do socialization. But I feel like this kind of thing is actually a pretty risky topics because everyone's mental health is definitely different. Everyone is different. So I feel like just like what I said, you your intention just to jokes with them, but they get it as you're bullying them and stuff like that. So I saw these comments like one from one of the webs. It's like when you don't have to listen to every single word that people say to you, because at the end, the ones that will continue your life is actually yourself, not other people. The one that doing your life is actually yourself, not and the ones that control your life is also yourself, not other people. So I think it's also from the victims in itself. They have to understand that not everyone can have the same opinion, the same mind as them, because everyone is different. If everyone is the same, there wouldn't be any difference opinion, and it's not life. It's not about life, because I feel like life is also about different. So when someone doesn't agree with your opinion, or maybe your yeah maybe your opinion, you just don't have to say that they bully me because they don't agree with your opinion. I mean, it's always good to hear about other people opinion, to see something from other people perspective. So I feel like we have the victims itself also have to just knows that there will be a difference, but also the preparator is also have to know that there are some words that shouldn't throw to the victims, because sometimes the difference opinion, there are different opinion, but the the people doesn't know how to say it in nice words, so they usually just go with rude words that makes the victims feels like they were bullied. So yeah, that's for me. How about you guys? I'm curious about your opinion.
I'll share about my opinion regarding this topic. So, cyberbullying is actually a form of the traditional bullying that is brought into the internet world. You know that sometimes we know if there is someone, the old form of bullying, it is when the big kid want to take some benefit from the small kids who is defenseless and who is weak, and love these dramas. But when we talk about cyberbullying, we are bringing it into a broader form. It is more complicated, and of course it is also more abstract. Once again, in social media, the place where cyberbullying usually happens, um, it is true that people can really hide their identity, and people can hide their forms of being. Sometimes they can fake their own identity, and they can come out as a whole different person just to send hate speech, or just to um, dehumanize other people. And that is what I can say as a very dangerous thing, because by by the existence of internet, it is easier for people to do that. It is more convenient for people to just go into the search button of someone's account, um and by using a fake account, just to comment on their post, or just to reach them personally about all the things that they want to say, which is hatred and all things like that. So how to prevent them? Well, this case actually has been the case that is prevalent in our country since the coming of internet, since social media has been very popular in our lives. So I think one of the most basic thing that we need to understand in order to prevent this is to first understand the basic manners of how to talk with people. When we are in real life, we are told about how to um, say this to someone, how to ask someone for something, and how should we act when we walk um, as someone who is older than us and things like that. All the moral things um, that we have been traditionally taught about. So why does it fade when it comes to social media life? And one of the reasons why is because being on social media erase all of our like differences. Like when you are in real life, you can see that there are people who are older than you. There are people who seem like nice person, and there are people who also seem like they are intimidating person. But in social media, all of these differences, all of this diversity um are all brushed off, and you tend to see all of them in the same form. um and I think that is the reason why people start to ignore the social norm, the social morality that we have been taught since we were a child. So um, it is easier for people to get rude to each other. And what I want to point out here that it should not happen that way, because no matter where the society is brought, whether it is into the real life or whether it is into the digital life, you should always implement um, basic manners. Like when you want to talk with someone, you just act as if you are talking to them in real life, even though you don't know but them, and you don't know but you don't know anything about them, and you just tend to like stumble upon them in social media. But just act as if you are talking to the real person in the real world, and you know they are real persons who sit behind those accounts, and you just have to treat them as a real person as well. And by that it means that you have to treat them with kindness. You have to um, you don't have you have to treat them with no word things, and say nice words to them, because it is very likely if you say bad words, it will hurt their feelings, and it will cause some sort of um, sadness or mental trauma in the victim who received that kind of word. So I cannot say that we have an effective way in order to repress them, in order to um, punish the social the, the cyber bulliers, because I don't think that they can change from our intention to punish them. Um, it all starts with a preventable way, and I think that is one of the most effective way for us to reduce the number of cyberbullying in social media as our part of everyday lives. So the thing about punish them, I think no. We can probably like we have to give like social punishment to them and just ignore them in our everyday lives and things like that. But once again, it can affect to a bad thing, because sometimes when this kind of players are ignored, it means that you are um, isolating them from the social life, and that also can affect to them become more aggressive. And when it happens, then everything will go just worse. So um, I don't think that there is a guaranteed benefit of doing that kind of social um, depression or social punishment. What I can say that you know um, we have to take it we have to try to make it as our own responsibility, even if we have committed such a crime before. We haven't hurt someone with bad words before on social media, but it is something that we have to be cautious on. It is something that we have to um, prevent, the social and cyberbullying, because it could so much in order to um, make this kind of thing become less worse. Like that the act of telling someone, the act of reminding someone as well to not be that way and not act like not act this way and not to be like that way help so much in order to prevent a less in order to prevent a really bad thing to happen to the person that is could be the next victim. So this is our social responsibility. This is something that we have to take collectively. It is not only something that has to be done by the persons who feel like they are sometimes are usually committed to this kind of bullying, but even if us as a part of society, we have to take part. We have to take part in this kind of solidarity in order to try to be nice to everyone, in order to remind each other to not, um, you know, be frontal to every kind of person, and try to remind everyone that sometimes our words can be as or our words can hurt as much as a knife is. So um yeah, I think that's it. um there's no way that we can effectively punish them unless that we have like applied some way of prevent prevention in our first place. So I think we can go to the next person, who is Amelia. I will let you know about your thoughts.
Okay. Um, Based on the topic, cyberbullying and how to punish them, right? Cyberbullying has become a new issue, especially in a younger generation like us. It's something new is always connected with us, younger generation like us. So personally, I think cyberbullying is a lot worse than regular bullying in school because when you bully someone over the internet, the whole world can see it. I never heard, wait, um, I never heard or I don't think there can really be a permanent punishment for cyberbullying. Someone can make a law that forbid it, but the internet is a very hard network, so not all of the billing can be caught because the internet is too big of a network to search, and it will take a lot of people to search every site on the internet. So making a punishment would probably not stop cyberbullying since most of the people who cyberbully know they will not get caught. So cyberbullying is going to happen no matter what is done. It's wrong in so many ways. People find a lot easier to say like hurtful things on the internet because they are not face to face with that guy, with that person, so they are brave to say that, to do that. And some kids just bully other kids, maybe because of jealously with their life, or maybe because hate, or maybe they just have a rough life at home, maybe. So they take it out on other people. I think that if there is someone out there being bullied, they should talk to someone about it, because if they don't mind, it will end getting even more serious and dangerous. People are always going to be bullied because people to say more hurtful and threatening things over the internet, like text and chat rooms. But comes down when it comes down to it, they can back up what they say. Yeah. And people pick on people because they are missing something in their life, maybe, and such as parents, love, or friends, or the feeling of being cared about, or they just want to be cool, but I think it's not cool. And some people think that it's funny to bully people around without knowing how much it really hurts them. It really hurts for the victims. Some know that it hurts them but still don't care and just continue to bully them. I may not be a nicest person in the world, but I still know my limits on how to treat other people. I don't think that's right to people embrace someone over in the internet, because not just your town to see it, every people see it. It's on the internet, everyone sees. I think cyberbullying is completely wrong in all ways. It's not have a tolerance at all. And all of the time, kids don't have to change to defend themselves. They prefer to silence with than say to someone else about that, or say that to their family. And I think that cyberbullying is way more what's what more extreme than just average school bullying. Cyberbullying is pretty much embarrassing someone worldwide. So, in my opinion, cyberbullying is a pitiful form of bullying. It allows people to hide behind the phone, laptop, or something like that and bash their peers. And so when you put something out on the internet, you must be careful. Don't put about what is your your privacy, because there is no way to control who see it. The whole school or your all your friends can see what you say, and it only makes it more humiliating for the victims. People who spend their time cyberbullying should be severely punished. If someone bullies a kid in school, they can get expelled. However, when it comes to online bullying, people treat it lightly. There are many cases of children committing suicide. I mean, they killing themselves, they hurt themselves, because they are so upset with the the radical. If you don't start punish the cyberbullies, it's only going to get worse. So for the punishment, yeah, I think there should be a punishment for a cyberbullying. I think that someone is caught doing, they should be charged maybe, but it's depending on how serious the cyberbullying was. It's depend on how the cyberbullying was. And I also want to tell that cyberbullying can be prevented by talking to your children, maybe. This is for parents, talking to your children maybe about the internet and telling them what all goes, and also by telling them not to cyberbully someone, because there can be a serious matter, can be a serious consequences for these actions. And because if you want to get respect, like Lintang said before, If you want to get respect, you must to respect the other first. Cyberbullying is not funny, I mean. For the cyberbullying person, if you were the victims, I'm pretty sure that you also hurt and get stressed and maybe like the other victims, they even thought to kill themselves and hurt themselves. So you will see what they feels like. And I same like you guys, maybe we can prevent this by just ignoring people like this incident or telling someone about it, talk about it with your family. And I think education would help a lot, but it also wouldn't be enough because the punishment in this case should be charged for the kids who did the bullying, and they also have to how far the bullying was. So I think that's all. For the punishment, it's depending on how far the bullying was. I think that's all from me, guys. Maybe you guys wanna add some words about this topic. Yeah.
I think there is nothing for me.
I also don't know what I say more about this topic.
Mhm. Can we talk about? Do you guys maybe have any question or what?
I just wanna ask, do you ever get a cyberbullying in your school? I mean, with your friends maybe? Do you ever get that?
Oh, cyberbullying. Um, I don't know if this include, but since cyberbullying happens in social media and WhatsApp is actually one of them. Um, I don't know, like what I said. Maybe what they meant, their intention is just to jokes with me, but I'm not taking that into a jokes. Instead, I'm thinking like they are some sort of, I don't know, like. So um I often get called fat because I think, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I gained a lot of weight since quarantine, but some of my friends say that I'm fat. Fat is because my cheeks is getting chubbier, and I don't know. They said like your cheek is so chubby. How much weight that you gain since quarantine? And I was like, is that even your business? It's about me, and I don't want you to know. So I was like, I don't answer them. Like I just read their chats, and then I upload another picture of me and my friends, and it's when my best friend's birthday. I just give her some gift, like some food, because she's right now taking the UTBK. And they say he said like, you want to make your friends fat or what? Why did you give them only food? Which is not true. I also give them some another things other than food, but the way that they said it is actually hurt me a lot, because the first time he said that I'm fat because my cheeks is getting chubby, and the other, when I'm only reading their chats, they also answer, do you want to make your friend chubby, so fat or chat or fat? So you know I just, I can't take that anymore, so I just block them. How about you, Raihanah, I mean, I'm sorry.
I will let to respond to your story first. Sorry for that. Aren't, you don't deserve to be treated that way. But I'm really glad that you don't really respond to them because you should not, and we block them, which is one of very good move because just ignore them, and they are just trying to steal your attention, and they can get that. But there's the thing about cyberbullying, especially that is done by my friends or the people that I know in real life. I think that I can say I have never ever I have never gone through that. I'm very grateful for that because um I have also environment that is full of positivity, and I have also friends who are well educated about it, so I think that I have no problem with it. And um that's the reasons why I don't get it, perhaps because I have never, like, I'm not the type of person who like to post my photos on social media. But everyone is different. I myself don't feel comfortable with that. Perhaps if I did that, no one what will happen. But I think that is one of the main causes why that doesn't happen. But um feel free to do that. It is not a bad thing if you want to do that because it is your platform. And I'm just really sad to know that sometimes you have to think before like posting your photos on internet because you are scared of what people might say about you. And you should never ever have thought that way. But yeah, this is the society that we are going through. It's really saddening. But I will never ever support that kind of thing. So yeah, for instance, no, I have never ever felt that. I have never ever experienced that. So I'm grateful for that, and I hope that it stays this way, and I hope that it stays this well as well to you guys. And how about you, Amelia?
Yeah, same. Me too. I never got the cyberbullying, but I ever see my friends, my roommate in a dorm. So we have she has post our pictures. Um, Me and my other friends. She post the picture, and my my boyfriend friends. I mean my friends. Her boyfriends scold my friends. He said that you can't do post my girlfriend's picture because he want his girlfriend picture can see by other guy, maybe because he's a very jealous, he's very sensitive about his girlfriend. So he he asked to my friends that he will hurt my friends if my friends want to delete that post in the Facebook. So I think maybe that was one of the cyberbullying I ever got in my environment in the dorm. Um, for else I never got, and I hope I want to be the one of the cyberbullying victims. So if I get a bad comment, a bad words from my friends, I just ignore about that. Maybe they just a less education about ethics or something like that. So I just ignore about that, and I hope that I will not get the cyberbullying. I think that's all from me. Maybe we can end this Zoom meeting if you guys not have words to say.
Yes, I think that it can end um
Yeah,
by this.
we can end it here.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you for your time to talk about this topic, and have a nice day today. So yeah, take care.
Thank you.